Are you ready to unlock the secret to a better life? Today's story will show you why you should never compare yourself to others, and why accepting who you are is the first step toward happiness. It was a quiet afternoon in a small village. Birds sang in the tall trees, and a soft wind moved across the green fields. A young man named David sat under a large oak tree, his face sad and his shoulders heavy. He kept looking at his hands and shaking his head. Nearby, an old man with a long white beard walked slowly with his wooden stick. His name was Mr. Thomas, known in the village as a man of wisdom. He noticed David's unhappy face and stopped. "Mr. Thomas, why do you look so troubled, my boy? The sun is shining, the world is alive, but you seem lost." "David, oh, Mr. Thomas, I feel so small compared to others. My friends are successful. They have good jobs, nice houses, and big dreams. But me, I feel like nothing." Mr. Thomas smiled softly and sat beside him under the oak tree. "Mr. Thomas, David, let me tell you something. Long ago, I used to compare myself with others too. I always thought, he is smarter, he is richer, she is faster. But then I learned a lesson that changed my life forever." "David, what lesson?" "Mr. Thomas, let me explain with a story. Look at this tree. Do you see how tall and strong it is?" David said, "Yes, it is huge and beautiful." "Mr. Thomas, now look at the little flowers near its roots. Do they look weak to you?" "David, well, they are small, but they are bright and colorful." "Mr. Thomas, exactly. The tree does not compare itself with the flower. The flower does not compare itself with the tree. Both are beautiful in their own way. The tree gives shade and strength. The flower gives color and fragrance. If the flower tried to become a tree, it would fail. If the tree tried to become a flower, it would also fail. Do you understand?" David looked at the flowers near the tree roots. For the first time, he saw their beauty. "David, so you mean I don't have to be like others?" "Mr. Thomas, you cannot be like others, and you should not try. You are unique, David. The only person you should compare yourself to is who you were yesterday. Every day you must ask, am I better than I was yesterday? And that is true success." David listened carefully. His eyes began to shine. "David, but it's hard." "Mr. Thomas, when I see my friends' lives, I feel left behind." "Mr. Thomas, that is because you are looking in the wrong direction. Imagine running a race. If you keep looking at others, you will stumble. But if you keep your eyes on your own path, you will run faster and stronger. Focus on your journey. Your time will come." David nodded slowly. He could feel the truth in the old man's words. Mr. Thomas stood up and pointed at the river nearby. "Mr. Thomas, look at the river. Some days it is fast, some days slow. Sometimes it floods, sometimes it is calm. But it always moves forward. Life is the same. Do not worry about speed. Just keep moving forward. Step by step you will reach your destination." David smiled for the first time that day. "David, so I should stop comparing and just keep moving forward?" "Mr. Thomas, yes, accept who you are, improve yourself daily, and be grateful. That is the secret to peace and success." The young man stood up, feeling lighter, as if a heavy stone had been lifted from his heart. He shook Mr. Thomas's hand and said, "David, thank you, sir. From today I will not compare myself to others. I will accept myself, and I will grow my own way." Mr. Thomas smiled. "That is the spirit, my boy." The sun began to set, painting the sky with golden colors. David walked home with new hope in his heart. He knew his journey would be long, but now he carried a lesson that would guide him forever. Never compare yourself with others. You are unique, and your value does not depend on being like someone else. True happiness comes from accepting yourself and improving a little each day. A week passed. David remembered the old man's words and tried to live by them. But one morning, he met his childhood friend Alex, who had returned from the city. Alex wore a fine suit, carried a shiny phone, and spoke with great confidence. "Alex, David, it's been so long. How are you doing? I just got promoted at my company in the city. Life is amazing." David forced a smile, but deep inside he felt the old pain return. He thought, look at him, successful, rich, admired. And look at me, still here in this small village. That night, David could not sleep. His mind kept comparing. Maybe Mr. Thomas was wrong. Maybe I really am nothing. The next day, David hurried back to the big oak tree. Mr. Thomas was there, feeding birds with small seeds in his hand. David, Mr. Thomas, I failed. I compared myself again. My friend is so successful and I feel so small. Mr. Thomas looked at him kindly. Mr. Thomas, so the lesson is being tested. That is good, David. Every truth will be tested by life. But let me tell you another story. Mr. Thomas, once upon a time, there was a donkey who carried heavy loads every day. He looked at the horse next to him and thought, the horse is so lucky. It runs fast, it looks strong, and people admire it. But me, I'm slow and dirty. One day the horse was taken to battle. It had to fight, carry soldiers, and face danger. Many horses were hurt, some even died. Meanwhile, the donkey stayed in the village, carrying food and wood, living a long and peaceful life. Tell me, David, who was truly fortunate, the horse or the donkey? David thought for a moment and answered softly, the donkey. Mr. Thomas, yes, because the donkey accepted its role. Do you see? When you compare, you only see the surface. You don't see the hidden struggles of others. David's eyes widened. So, maybe Alex looks successful, but he may also face problems I don't see? Mr. Thomas, exactly. Maybe he works long hours. Maybe he feels lonely in the city. Maybe he has stress you cannot imagine. We all carry invisible burdens. That is why comparing is foolish. You see their success, but not their struggles. David slowly nodded. For the first time, he felt peace about Alex's life. Mr. Thomas placed his hand gently on David's shoulder. Mr. Thomas, David, remember this forever. The flower does not ask the river to be like it. The river does not ask the tree to be like it. You are you. Your journey is yours. Every day, plant small seeds of effort. Water them with patience. And in time, you will bloom in your own way. Never hurry, never compare. Just grow. David smiled. I understand now. I will focus only on my own path. Mr. Thomas laughed softly. Good. Then your journey has begun. Days turned into weeks and weeks into months. David worked hard on his small farm. He grew vegetables, helped his neighbors, and slowly built a life filled with peace. When he saw Alex again, he no longer felt jealousy. Instead, he smiled and said, I am happy for you. Alex was surprised. And what about you, David? David answered with confidence, I am also happy because I have accepted myself. The oak tree stood tall in the background, as if blessing David's words. Do not compare your life to others. Everyone has their own path, their own time, and their own struggles. Be yourself, accept yourself, and grow in your own way. That is true success.